Good day, America. Hello to all my friends and pals out there in the real world. This is Frank Margel. Today is Thinking Thursday, May 14th, 2015. It's a freelance video. I'm out here in the public domain. And you're in for a treat today if you want to hang around and check out the sights and sounds of the Great Pond Trail here, right off of Fenway Road in Cape Elizabeth, Maine. It is a gorgeous Maine day, and you don't want to park in this cul-de-sac here. You want to find some parking up here. You're in for a big treat. The price is right. It doesn't cost you a cent to take in one of the great bird sanctuaries here in coastal southern Maine. Yeah, we're right next to the East Coast here in Sun and Fun, Portland, Maine. And you'll find my freelance video at Frank Margel at youtube.com. That's Frank, M-A-R-G-E-L, at youtube.com. I post on YouTube, of course, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+, and my videos get shared throughout the World Wide Web. This is also a WYSIWYG, so what you see is what you get. I rarely edit these films, so always check your facts. We're live at the Great Pond here on Thinking Thursday. It's a gorgeous Maine day. It's almost 70 degrees. There's no breeze to really mention, but it may gust maybe 5 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour at a time. There's no clouds in the sky, so go ahead and watch yourself, and I'll give you a view of the skyline here. And go ahead and blink. Yeah, there's the sun, the power of the sun. Now, as we walk down near the boat launch and taking the sights and sounds of the Great Pond Trail here, it's rather long. It's not an arduous path, and it breaks off into certain sections. But you could hump this trail and probably get anywhere from 3 to 6 miles in of low impact exercise, I dare say. I need the low impact stuff because I suffer from all kinds of body problems. I have chronic bursitis, and this whole body of mine's falling apart. I'm no spring chicken, but when I get out here in the trails, especially at this time of the year, I get rejuvenated. I get a sense of the Creator, whom I refer to as God. Sometimes I'll paint a flag in the sky, and I'll honor this great country, the United States of America. So let's do that right now. And what I'll do is I'll just paint an invisible flag there, and go ahead and take a moment with me and see the banner of the United States of America, the great nation, the free nation, the greatest place to live in the world, the United States of America. Let's pledge to the Stars and Stripes. It's right up there. You just have to use your imagination. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, God bless America. God bless you. I also wanted to mention on the trail today that my prayers are with the families of that Amtrak disaster. We need to, I need to, I can't speak for the world. Yeah, and I don't believe we need anybody to speak for the world. The world is a big place, but let's put politics aside and cast some aspersions aside, and let the investigators and all those who are involved in this terrible tragedy to work through the process. But while all this is unfolding, we need to pray, or I'm praying. God be with those families. And it's heartfelt because I studied the train crashes in the early histories of the train, and there's a ton of information at your public library or book sources, wherever you go, about trains and speed. And what I learned, go ahead and check your facts and do your own research. But what I found out is that there was a tremendous amount of pressure in the early years of locomotive transport, and transporting human beings in trains to get from point A to point B as fast as possible in order to drive more passengers to that industry. And think about the Titanic. There's another case where the need for speed, rather than the need to relax and get to where you're going, is the cause for death and destruction and heartache and pain. And I've seen a lot. I served in peacetime in the Marine Corps, and we need to pray for the Marines that maybe listen. We need to pray for Marines whether they're missing or not, but I haven't heard any more about the Nepal situation. I didn't hear it on talk radio this morning. They didn't give me that information. But there's I was an air winger in the Marine Corps. I was a air crewman, and I serviced Hueys. And there's some Marines, brothers in arms, last I heard, that are missing in Nepal, trying to help out the people of Nepal. And it's usually not good news when a helicopter is missing, because it is such an incredible machine, and the tail rotor spins one way and the main rotor spins another, and there's always this friction, and there's so many different angles to pay attention to. Weather conditions, there's this thing called FOD, foreign object damage. There is any number of things that can bring a helicopter down, and they go down hard. And our Marines are risking our lives to help people over there. So they should be in our prayers. Whether they're flying, other Marines are flying today, doing their jobs, or there's some that missing, we need to pray for our military. We need to keep them in prayer. So you're in my prayers, brothers in arms. And so when I was reading about the early development of train transportation, the Iron Horseman, a lot of deaths occurred just the same way. There was a similar theme there, going around turns, around mountains too fast and not slowing down, and there was always this pressure on the engineers and the people that were running the trains to get to point A, get from point A to point B as fast as humanly possible, so that we can continue to attract more riders and grow the business. So we'll wait to hear the facts. Isn't this pond spectacular? We'll just get out of that for a little bit. Yeah. So what I do is I take in all of this media on the computer, and I consume it. And then, thank God I have this ability to set it aside. And one of the ways I'm able to do that is I come to a place like this. This is the real world too. there's no hustle and bustle. Sometimes it's difficult to get away from it all and come here. But I'll tell you what, the price is right. You won't be disappointed. You're in for a treat. This is the Great Pond. It's a sanctuary. You can hear the birds in the background. And in the wintertime I came out here with my son. This will freeze over, and there's fish in the pond. And it's just beautiful. So go ahead and send me a comment. Do you know anything about high-speed travel? Have you seen some things? Have you experienced some things in your life? Car crashes, death by planes, trains, and automobiles, and everybody hurrying just to drive out here to Cape Elizabeth today. 2 or 3 people went about 60 miles an hour in a 25-mile-an-hour zone. Just driving out here from the big city of Portland, Maine to Cape Elizabeth. 2 or 3 people just cannot seem to slow down enough, and then they're driving 60 miles an hour past me. Either side, doesn't matter. You can see that some of them have a cell phone in one hand, coffee in the other hand. You can just you get this sense of impending doom with these people, and they're not safe. And so they're up there at the light, and I'm right behind them, just cruising along, maybe 5 under, 5 over, but staying within a reasonable amount of speed there. And it's amazing. I really appreciate our police being out and about and the job they do. But these wackos, they'll see a police officer, and you see it, and they'll slow right down. And then you just watch, because it's rather amusing, but it's also dangerous. Then they'll just punch it again, Warp speed. Yeah, warp speed. Yeah. Warp your way to death and cause death in others too. Yeah. Let's talk one more thing about this. And thank you. Go ahead and send me a comment. We all are going to end up dead. It's just a fact of life, We're all gonna die. What's the rush? I don't know. I tell you, I've done a lot of things in my life, and I was busy, and I have a lot of issues, and I get anxious just like everybody else, and I get pressed. We all do. But don't we actually do better, and aren't we more productive when we slow down and we're a little more methodical and we're concerned for the people in our communities? Really, when I think about it, and as I get older and I dare say mature, I'm a parent. I have to constantly remind myself with my young one, whom I love with all my heart, let's slow down. It's okay to slow down. Sometimes when I listen to media in the morning, the talk radio guys, it's like there's so much pressure for them to get through their segment, go to a commercial break, get all these news flashes, all these spot ads, and I'm just like, as soon as I turn on the radio sometimes, boom, there it is. Let's go crazy on this high pressure, this business model that we're on. Go, 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 go. I gotta let you go. I gotta hang up. The people talk on the radio. They call in. My heart goes out to them because they don't have enough time to really discuss anything before you got to go to a commercial break, a spot ad. We got to go to the national news, the local news, and you know what? That's why I turn them off too. But I want to give a kudos to talk radio. Yeah. Well, because I understand a little bit of what they're dealing with. It's a business. It's a business model, and they got to get through a lot. And on the weekends, it's a little less stressful. So I would like to give all of the local talk radio superstars in Maine, southern Maine here that I listen to, a trophy. No talk radio media person left behind. But you all get trophies, and I understand what you're dealing with. But one of my favorite talk radio personalities, and I listen to as many of you as I can, and thank you. You often give me topics to discuss, and you do a great job funneling the media where it belongs, in my ear and in my brain, and I can consume it. So thank you all. But on the weekends, I really enjoy listening to one fella, and I'm not affiliated with talk radio. I don't have any connection with these people. They're not paying me to hype them or give them kudos. But on the weekends, I really like John McDonald. I like that show on WGAN. And there was another fella that I really enjoy listening to, and he's not on as much as he used to be, and that was Phil Harriman. Yeah, and he does a lot of great political commentary. Hi, how are you doing? Going fishing? What are you guys pulling out?
Nothing today.
Nothing? What do you pull out sometimes? Largemouth bass. Well, good luck with your fishing. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them some space to catch some largemouth bass right there. There you have it, right on the trail. And so during the week, give kudos to Ken and Mike, and also to Ray Richardson, and some of these folks I've met in person, and they're good people. But thank you for what you do. You bring me the media, and I enjoy it much better than watching TV, so kudos to you all. You all get a trophy. It's an invisible trophy. I don't have enough money to deliver you. Maybe I'll get you a balloon at the dollar store, and you can post it out front of your studios. Well, there you have it, folks, live from the Great Pond here in Cape Elizabeth. May 14th, 2015, thinking Thursday. It's just a gorgeous Maine day. Look at this, they got a boat launch here. Price is right. If you come to Maine and you want to get away from it all and you're on a low budget, park your car up there on Fenway Road and get your fishing license and go fishing, or go out on the pond and maybe catch a largemouth bass. I'm going to give it a shot, and I hope you do too. But if you're not going to go fishing, this trail will go down this way, and you can go all the way around this pond. It's amazing. It's a spectacular place to get away from it all. You have a great Maine day, and thanks for sharing my videos. Go ahead and send me a comment at Frank Margel. That's Frank, M-A-R-G-E-L, at youtube.com. It's a freelance video. Love to hear from you. I post on the big four. That's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Google+. You have a great Maine day, and no matter where you are in the world, I'll keep you posted. Thanks for pledging allegiance with me today to the United States of America, the invisible flag we painted in the sky, and sharing my videos throughout the World Wide Web. You take care, and I will keep you posted. This is Frank out.